3 p.m. here in Cairo time for the news bulletin. My name is Amal Mukhtar. I have all the pleasure to be accompanied with my dear colleague Reem Tamer. Hello, Reem.
Hello, Amal. Thank you so much. And dear viewers, we start this news bulletin with the headlines. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi makes an inspection visit to the police academy headquarters. And Russia says it had captured 2 more villages in East Ukraine.
Welcome back. The news in detail. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has emphasized the importance of national unity in the face of current regional challenges, underscoring the crucial role of the armed forces and security forces in ensuring the country's progress and security. According to an official statement of presidential spokesperson Ambassador Mohammed Al-Shenawi, President al-Sisi stated that unity is needed to protect the nation from external threats, safeguard its achievements and ensure the benefits of developments are realized through security and civility. The president made the remarks during an inspection visit to the police academy headquarters on Saturday, where he attended the admission tests of the students applying for the academy.
The General Commander of the Armed Forces, Minister of Defense and Military Production, General Abdelmajid Saqr, today made an inspection tour at an air base. The military commander inspected the combat readiness of the Armed Forces units and formations to carry out all tasks entrusted to them. He made a stop at an air weaponry exhibition where he was briefed on that latest combat equipment and multitask fighter jets. General Saqr also conveyed appreciation by the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces, President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, to the troops who play a pivotal role in securing Egypt's airspace in different circumstances.
In Gaza, at least 5 other Palestinians were killed in 2 separate airstrikes in Rafah and Khan Yunis, south of the enclave. At least 13 people were killed in an airstrike on a house in central Gaza, Deir el-Balah, belonging to Abu Samara family. Palestinian Health Ministry said that Israeli genocide war in Gaza has killed more than 45,000 Palestinians and displaced most of the population of 2.3 million people.
Israeli military strikes across the Gaza Strip killed at least 17 Palestinians, 8 of them at a school sheltering displaced families in Gaza City. Medics said as the Israeli military ordered the evacuation of a hospital.
Tens of Israeli shelters stormed at Al-Aqsa Mosque today amid heavy security protection. Jewish settlers entered from the Al-Maghraba gate and performed provocative
Syria's new rulers have appointed Murhaf Abu Qasra as defense minister in the interim government. Abu Qasra is a senior figure in the Hayat Tahrir al-Sham group, which led the campaign that ousted Assad this month. Earlier on Saturday, the ruling general command named Assad Hassan al-Shibani as foreign minister. A source in the new administration told Reuters that this step comes in response to the aspirations of the Syrian people to establish international relations that bring peace and stability.
Syria's new authorities said that Damascus wants to contribute to regional peace. In a statement after a meeting between leader Ahmed al-Shara and the U.S. diplomatic delegation, Syria's new authorities said that the Syrian side indicated that the Syrian people stand at an equal distance from all countries and parties in the region and that Syria rejects any polarization. It said the new authorities have wanted to affirm Syria's role in promoting regional peace and building a privileged strategic partnership with countries in the region.
The United States said it struck targets in Yemen's capital hours after a Houthi missile wounded people in Israel's commercial hub, Tel Aviv. The missile, which wounded 16 people, was the second such attack in 2 days. The U.S. Central Commander said in a statement that among the targets of U.S. forces was a missile storage center and a command and control facility. American forces also shot down multiple Houthi drones and an anti-ship cruise missile over the Red Sea. The strike followed a similar attack last week by U.S. aircraft against a command and control facility operated by the Houthis. The Houthi group has been attacking commercial shipping in the Red Sea for more than a year to try to enforce a naval blockade on Israel, saying they are acting in solidarity with Palestinian civilians in Israel's year-long genocide war in Gaza.
Russia said today it had captured 2 more villages in East Ukraine, the latest territorial gains for Moscow's advancing army. In another development, Russia's defense ministry said the air defense systems had destroyed 42 Ukrainian drones over 5 Russian regions during the night. More details in the following report.
Russia said on Sunday it had captured 2 more villages in eastern Ukraine, the latest territorial gains for Moscow's advancing army. The defense ministry said that its troops had liberated the villages of Lozova in the northeastern Kharkiv region and Krasnoye. The latter is close to the resource hub of Kharkove, which Russia has almost encircled and would be a key prize for Moscow's attempt to capture the entire Donetsk region. Moscow's army claimed to have seized more than 190 Ukrainian settlements this year, with Kyiv struggling to hold the line in the face of manpower and ammunition shortages. In another development, Russia's defense ministry said the air defense systems had destroyed 42 Ukrainian drones over 5 Russian regions during the night. The ministry added that 20 drones were shot down over the Oryol region. 8 drones each were destroyed in the Rostov and Bryansk regions. Earlier, Kyiv on Saturday staged a major drone attack on the Russian city of Kazan, 1,000 kilometers from the frontier, the latest in a series of escalating aerial attacks in the nearly 3-year conflict. Ukraine has escalated its attacks on targets inside Russia over the past few months, particularly after Washington last month gave Kyiv permission to use missiles to strike military targets in Russian areas close to the 2 countries' shared border. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Saturday, "We will definitely continue to strike at Russian military targets with drones and missiles."
Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni said today she was happy with the current Interior Minister Matteo Piantedosi after a court ruling cleared the way for Deputy Prime Minister Matteo Salvini to potentially take that role. On Friday, an Italian court acquitted Salvini of charges of kidnapping more than 100 migrants on board a boat he had blocked at sea for nearly 3 weeks in 2019 when he was Interior Minister as part of a policy to curb illegal immigration.
Now with the economy news, as Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli today asserted his keen interest in following up the action taken by the Egyptian Competition Authority. The Prime Minister made these remarks in a meeting with the authority's chief Mahmoud Mumtaz, hailing its important role in supporting the national economy's competitive ability as well as enhancing the state's efforts for attracting investments and raising economic growth rates. The meeting touched on the international appreciation that the authority received due to the progress Egypt made in introducing legislations and taking measures which supports the competitiveness atmosphere.
Egypt's bourse opened in green today amid local investor purchases against Arab and foreign investor sell-offs. The market capital of listed companies added 7 billion Egyptian pounds in gains in 2 hours after opening to exceed 2.2 trillion. The benchmark index EGX 30 slightly rose 0.06% above the 30,550 point mark. The equal weighted indices EGX 70 and EGX 100 inched higher 0.9% and 0.7% respectively.
Qatari Energy Minister Saad Al-Kaabi told the Financial Times in an interview published today that his country will stop shipping gas to the European Union if the bloc's member states strictly enforce a new law cracking down on forced labor and environmental damage. The EU's corporate sustainability due diligence directive approved this year requires larger companies operating in the European Union to check whether their supply chains use forced labor or cause environmental damage and to take action if they do. Penalties include fines of up to 5% of global turnover. Kaabi, who is also the chief executive of state-owned Qatar Energy, has said the EU should thoroughly review the due diligence law.
Moving to the exciting world of sports, as title holders Al-Ahli will host CR Belouizdad of Algeria today at 6 p.m. Cairo local time in the CAF Champions League third round group stage qualifiers. The reigning African champions, unbeaten in their last 10 encounters in all competitions, will seek a win over the visitors, taking home advantage. The record 12-time champions started their qualifying campaign in Group C with a 4-2 home win over Stade d'Abidjan of the Ivory Coast and held away goalless draw with Orlando Pirates of South Africa. The Cairo Reds currently sit second on 4 points, one ahead of Algeria's Belouizdad and one behind group leaders Pirates.
While Liverpool lead the Premier League table, the Reds boss Arne Slot said it is still too early in the season to evaluate their title chances. The Reds have a 2-point lead over second-placed Chelsea after 15 games and are 6 points ahead of Arsenal with a game in hand over both after their match at Everton was postponed due to adverse weather conditions. After a 2-0 victory over defending champion Manchester City to begin the month, Liverpool have drawn back-to-back league matches. They must win the Tottenham today to guarantee keeping hold of the top spot through the weekend. Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of the news bulletin. My name is Alan Mukhtar. I had all the pleasure to be joined with my dear colleague, Reem Tamer. Thank you, Reem.
Thank you so much, Amal, and thank you so much, dear viewers. Stay tuned on RTV International and also on Channel 2 for more updates on the top of the hour. Now it's time to say thank you for watching.